What is up, fellow dragons? It's your boy Bailey's dad, and today on behalf of Clash, we're going to be going over some tips and tricks to help you win the January 2021 Brawl Stars Duo Challenge. Dang, that was a mouthful. Now, before we get into it, I want to remind everyone that if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. The first map in this challenge is Skull Creek, and it's sort of a mixed bag as far as maps go because there are portions of it that have really open spaces that allow for a lot of sharpshooting opportunities, but then there are also those tight spaces where a close range brawler can really do well on this map. And that's why I think B and Edgar make a very strong duo here. B, obviously being a sharpshooter, can take care of those long range situations to take out certain players, but also can defend Edgar when he's diving in. And you guys already know Edgar is just a flat out beast. His damage is unparalleled right now in the meta for close range brawlers. He's absolutely nasty. If B and Edgar isn't working for you for some reason, then try fitting Byron into the mix. He gives you great support, obviously with his healing. He can pressure the opponents away from your partner, and also he can do all of that at a distance. Some other strong brawlers on this map are Tick, Mr. P, Surge, Jackie, to name a few. Brawlers I don't recommend using are a lot of close range brawlers actually. Jackie's a bit of an exception, but most of the other tanks I don't recommend using on this map. There's a lot of potential to get sniped from far away and they can't even reach the person attacking them. Same goes for Shelly and Mortis. And believe it or not, Piper doesn't have a lot of utility on this map either. I don't recommend using her. The second map in the challenge is Feast or Famine. This map has a lot of hiding potential for opponents with its many bushes, and the centerpiece of it all is that inner ring that hides several boxes and oftentimes plenty of enemies as well. And definitely Bo is a dominant pick here. You could either partner Bo with Jackie or Tara. Both work very well because all three of them can handle the bushy environment nicely. With Bo's star power circling Eagle, it makes defending yourself in the center of the map a breeze. And of course, if you pair Bo with Jackie, she can just rush right into the middle, grab as many cubes as possible, and keep that position for most of the game. Picking Jackie is a little bit more high skill and risky because she's so easily picked off by a lot of people. And if you find that she's too challenging or she's giving you 1 or 2 losses as a result, then definitely try out Tara, because with her gadget Psychic Enhancer, you don't even have to worry about who's in the bushes anymore because you'll be able to see them for most of the game. Tanks do a great job on this map, and as does B if you need other picks. I don't recommend using any throwers because cover is so sparse for them, and also Mortis isn't a good pick for this map. The third map in the challenge is Rock Wall Brawl, and just like the name suggests, there are a ton of walls in this map. Just like in Skull Creek, the dominant brawler is going to be Edgar. Pairing him up with Surge, B, or Byron is a beautiful comp to face just about anybody on this map. A lot of people are going to pick Edgar on this map, and so when you go with the Surge in particular, you have a great defense against him. Surge is basically a hard counter to Edgar. He has a lot of ways to defend against him, kill him, or run away if he needs to. So for me and my partner in the challenge, we're definitely going with Edgar and Surge. If for some reason you don't feel confident with Edgar or Surge, you can certainly replace Rico in there, but you're just gonna have to feel it out, and you don't want to waste any of your losses as a result of testing. So jump into some friendly matches and see what works best for you. In general, many of the throws are gonna do just fine, with exception to Tick. B and Edgar is another really great comp on this map because of course you know Edgar is gonna go ahead and dominate on the offensive, and B actually has some defensive abilities with her super that slows, her gadget that can go through walls, and of course Honeycoat, which provides a second life. Just make sure that whoever you pick, that you're confident playing them. And the fourth and final map in this challenge is Acid Lakes. This map has a variety of different spaces, some bushes, some open areas, some really tight walled areas, but the clear winner on this map are definitely the sharpshooters. You can't go wrong with a Piper, B, Brock, Rico, any of those types of brawlers that can really extend and hit people from a far range. So that could definitely include Mr. P, Byron, or Surge even. For my money, and by practicing on a bunch of duos matches on this map, I highly recommend B and Mr. P. B for the obvious reasons that we've already talked about in other maps in this challenge, but Mr. P because he just has so much versatility. When you use the star power handle with care, you extend your range by so much more. And not only that, but you can also get around walls with him. And when you add the porters into the mix, it just becomes a deadly combo that pairs beautifully with B. I pretty much don't recommend using any tanks on this map, or throwers even. And of course the obvious ones like Lou and Mortis, don't use those. But like I've said before, if you gather a group of friends and practice on these maps with these different suggestions, or even if you can manage to do it with bots, you're gonna have a much higher win rate, and you're gonna find the brawlers that you and your partner will play best with. Well, there you have it. What did you think of our tips and tricks? Let us know in the comments below because time is running out. This challenge is going to end quickly. And as always, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to leave us a like and hit subscribe for more weekly Supercell content, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.